Hello, my name's Karen Kilner. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and you can find me at kkcardcraft.net. Today is Easy Card Monday, and Easy Card Monday is for people who are just starting out with card crafting or card making or stamping. So these are really simple. I'm going to step it up a little bit today. But I know you may not have many products, but I'm just going to show you. This is just using a note card that you can buy. It's the Memories and More note card. They're a little bit wider than the ordinary note cards, and it's just got this tiny little frog on it and saying hey, saying hello. So this note card can be for anything, saying hello, thank you, or anything, as well as this one can. And as you see, I've just added a bit of what we call designer series paper. So it's some paper at the background, and then I've got some punches, and I've just punched out some circles. I put him on a piece of separate card and punched him out, and I've just edged it with some green ink. So I'm going to show you how I did both cards. As I say, they're really quick, easy and simple to do, so it'd be really good if you have a go. So here's the note cards. I've got two of them here, so we'll do the first one, the very simple one first. So I'm just going to score this in half. Well, it's scored. They're scored for you. I'm just burnishing it so that it folds nice and flat when I've finished. And I'm just going to use some Memento black ink to add to the stamp. Now the stamp set, I forgot to say, is called So Hoppy Together, and it's a really fun stamp set. I don't know whether you can see it because the sun's just started to shine. There you go. And it is really good fun. Great for kids, well, great for adults as well. And there we go. And isn't he cute? I really like him. Now I've got something called stamping markers and Stampin' Right markers, and you can get them in all the colours that Stampin' Up do. So I'm going to use this is Granny Apple Green and So Saffron. The reason why I'm using the markers is because that they don't bleed through the paper, and as we've gone straight onto the card, I don't want the ink to bleed through. And I'll show you the stamping blends when we do the other card. So I'm just going to colour him in. There we go. Oops. On tomorrow's website, I'm gonna be doing another stepped up card, and I'll show you it at the end. I won't do a video about it because on Wednesday I'm going to do a similar sort of thing with a different stamp set. So there we go. He's just so cute, isn't he? These stamping blends have got two, in fact I'll show you, they've got two ends. So there's the brush end, you can see it's quite thick and it's nice to colour in, and it's got a narrower end that's a little bit harder, and it's good if you've got these narrow so you don't go over the edges. And I don't know about you, but I find colouring in really therapeutic. Those of you who know me know that I've had some anxiety and depression issues. I still have a little bit of anxiety, but the depression is well under control. I'll never say it ever goes because it sometimes comes back, but I just find crafting saved saved me really, and I just find it really, really therapeutic. There we go. See, really, really simple. And I'm going to just put that hay on there now. I'm just going to put that little one just at the top there. Hey, and simple as that. Now, I like to ground them sometimes. I don't know whether you know, if you know what I mean, and I didn't do it on this one, but I'm going to do it with a pencil as it's nearby. Sometimes I just like to put a little bit of a shadow underneath, just so that he looks as though he's on the ground. There you are. Lovely. Right, I'm going to stop this now before I start my next card, because I need to do something with the blinds, because it's doing something silly. Bear with me for a minute. Thank you. Go on back. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I've got blinds on. I'm right in front of a window, and the blinds and the sun at this time of the day is just beaming into this, so I've got it in my eyes and as well, and it just causes lots of shadow. So that's the first one. Right, the second one, I've used the same sort of Memories and More card pack, and I've got a piece of this beautiful gingham paper that's in the Spring Summer catalogue, and I'm just going to stick it on there. It comes in some beautiful colours. I've used it before. Let me show you. I've got the catalogue here. It's just easier to show you in the catalogue than, because you'll be hearing me clanking around the I've got to find it. If you want a catalogue and you haven't got one, you can either PM me on, I've got a Facebook page, I've got a business Facebook page. You can find me at KK Cardcraft, and or you can go to my website and there's a contact form, and if you let me know, I will send you a copy of any of the catalogues that you want. So there you go. It's called Gingham Gala, and they're in 6x6, and they're absolutely stunning. They're lovely. I love them. So here we go. So I'm going to use some of our tear and tape, and as you can see, it's a bigger check on the back, but I like the small one. Don't know why, but I do. I'm just going to put some tape on all four sides, and as you see, this tear and tape does what it says on the tin. You can tear it. Sometimes I use scissors though. It just depends on how I feel at the time. And then take the backing off. It's double-sided tape, so it's really easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, there we go. So that's on there. Just measure it up so it's got the same bit around there. Now the where's my notes? I put all the sizes of the thing on there will be in the link down below, and they'll also be on my website. No, the measurements won't be on the link down below, but the link to my website is down below on the description bar, as well as a list of the products that I've used, and all the measurements will be on my blog. Right, then the next thing I'm going to do is stamp out some circles. So I'm using the 1.5, and these punches are brilliant, and I'm just going to do a 1 3/4 and a 2. But obviously, if you've only got one punch, just use the one side circle and it'll still look really good. In fact, why don't I just do that? Let me use the medium one, the middle one. So I'll use 3 of the same. She says I should have used the big one because it's the big one I needed for the... So there we go, and all I'm going to do is just pop them like that, and I'll do that with some glue. And this multi-purpose glue is brilliant. You can use it 2 ways. If you pop it down, I had this trouble the last time I was filming. Let's use the other end. There we go. There we are. Because there's 2 ends to it, and then this one spreads it over a little bit more, and then you don't need an awful lot of glue. That'll stick on there. And the cardstock I'm using, the Gingham Gala's Granny Apple Green, and this is Granny Apple Green paper. So good old Stampin' Up! Do it again. They do coordination like nobody else I know. When I first started out, not knowing what to do and where to go and what have you, I went to Hobbycraft, and then you've got to look around and see what goes with what. But the fantastic thing about Stampin' Up!, it's all in the same place. Right, I'm going to stamp this frog again now on some spare paper that I've got. There we go. This is the Whisper White. I'll clean that off in a moment. And this time I'm going to use Stampin' Blends. And I'm going to put some little flies over the top. So let's do all the stamping together. And then I'll tell you about the Stampin' Blends. I'm jumping from one thing to another, aren't I? Let's just put that over the top. And then, actually I should have put that a little bit... I'm going to start again, purely because I know that it's all got to fit into a stamp. I'm thinking I'm doing freehand. Right, let's start again. Let's go there. And that's got to go a little bit nearer because, as I say, we're going to be using a punch to punch him out. And hey, there, that's all the stamping done. And as I say, I'm using Stampin' Blends. Now with the Stampin' Blends, you will notice that all the ink, the paper sucks up the ink and it goes through to the back. So that's why I didn't use it for that other card. And they literally, they're brilliant because you can blend and make things look really quite nice. Now then, I'm gonna just use one colour here. Ooh. Pineapple Punch. I'm using Pineapple Punch. There. That little bit there. And what I do is I start with the lightest colour because they come in 2 colours. There's the set. They don't come in 2 colours. They come in 2 shades, light and dark. So I usually start with the light, and I do a little bit at a time because you don't want it to dry. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of shading in. So I'm just going to go around the eyes with the dark and just on the nose. And I'm just going to put a little bit of shading down this side because this is what the light's hitting from the left and the shadows in the right. There we go. And then you go over it again with the light and just go over the top, and let's do it from the other side, and it just blends in. then I'm just going to carry on down. There we go. Isn't he lovely? I just like him. And it sort of brings them, it gives it a bit more of a 3D effect, if you like. So I'm just going to go round those little spots, and I forgot to colour them in. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit of shadow just around the joints there, and not forgetting to continue with the shadow down there. And then I'm just going to go over it again to just blend it all in. And you don't have to blend with the same colours. In a card I'm going to do on Wednesday, you'll see on Wednesday, I've used lots of bright colours, and I'm going to just use the narrow end for this one. And you can blend with the different colours, and it looks amazing. So you'll have to come and look at that one just to see what I'm on about then. I'm having a bit of a colouring week this week. There we are. And then I'll just go back and do the yellow there. And it doesn't matter that I've gone over it, and it's because all I'm going to do is just blend those in. I'll just give them a bit of yellow. There we go. And I'm just going to go over the top. I'm just going to put a little bit of shadow on the ankles, a bit there on the knee. There we go. Oops. There we go. I've blended in with the yellow instead of the green. I've just forgotten a little bit of some bits here, because I thought I'd got a pink. Oh, that's too bright pink. I've got a pale pink here. I'm just going to give his mouth a little bit of colour. There we go. Because I've got everything out for the all of my because I'm filming lots all together all this week, so I've got to film today. There we go. And just using the, what am I using here? This is the dark, what's it called? What colour? Dark smoky slate. There we go. There. And I'm just going to choose this really light blue just to put on the flies. And this is the light balmy blue. There we are. Then I've got a feeling I don't think it was the 1 3/4 punch that no, it's not going to fit. Let me just, because I've put that too high. Let's just cut that a little bit down. I don't know whether I'm going to get it all in. Actually, no, not quite. So it is the 2-inch punch that I'm going to need to get this punched out. There we are. Now, you could, if you wanted to, pop that on there like that. That looks quite good. Or you can use some Granny Apple Green to keep in the ink. Oh, if I can open it. Oh, this one's a bit stiff. There we are. Oh, my fingers are not very good. And I've got a sponge. They come as a big circle sponge, and I cut them into quarters, and then I put a little cut out some little circles and put them onto the sponge. So I've got a sponge for every colour, and then you just can just edge it with that colour. There you go. And then to finish that off, I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back. There we go. Take the backing off and pop him on there. There you go. Actually, I think it probably looks better with the same sized circle. I don't know. What do you think? I like them both. As I say, this is what I love about homemade cards. If you're doing them freehand like that, they they can all end up quite differently. Excuse me, I got a bit of a tickle. So I'll see you later. As I say, don't forget to go to my blog, and then you'll be able to find out all the measurements. So that's that one, and that's that one. Isn't he just cute? Thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, you thought you got away with it easy. This is how I stepped at the third card. So what I've done is I've cut some Granny Apple Green cardstock in half from the widthways. Yeah, so it's on the long side, and then I've cut out a window with the rectangle framelits and made a frame with the rectangle framelits, and I've free-handedly cut him out and stuck him on the front there, and I've used the same gingham gala, and then I've stamped him inside on some white cardstock, and he looks really cute. Again, it's a very simple card, but very effective. Window card. There you go. That'll be on my blog on Tuesday, and I'll give all of the dimensions for that as well, and I'll give some more detailed instructions on how to do that. Alright, I'm going to do that one in picture form instead of a video. Take care. Bye.